Yes. Oh my God. Yes, 1 second. It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Well, looks like I know where I need to place my next order. Gone too soon. Little fella was gonna write his whole life out. I know you're bottling it up. Spill.
I never leak a thing.
You're flat out lying. You're telling me you don't know what happened to this?
You're tearing me apart.
Wait.
Excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, 1 second. It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be. Yo, what is going on? Sorry, I almost messed up that transition right there, right when we got started. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on there? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. We are coming at you live from downtown Chicago. You know what it is? Every 2 weeks on this beautiful Wednesday, hump day, we go live for Hollywood Hour. You never know what type of content you're going to see here. But today is a good one because there is a lot to discuss. I wanted to set this video up as an AMA because we haven't done one of these in a while. So we're going to talk about our upcoming events, some big announcements, and then I will answer any questions that you might have. So welcome. Tanya, what's poppin'? Nikki, Debbie, how we doing? I'm worried about going back and watching that intro because I set everything up so smooth and then I was like, whoa. What'd you do, Hollywood? What'd you do? But things are looking good. We got my secondary screen set up. Y'all didn't know I was tech savvy like that. But yeah, things are going well here. So let me start by saying, one, the live stream schedule. There is not going to be a TikTok live order polling video for the next few weeks. As you all know, this Friday in a couple days, I am going to be out of office taking care of some personal things. Next week on Friday, we have the EXP sale, which you can find right here in terms of the live stream at 12 p.m. Central Time. But to participate, got to be a member of our Discord server. Click the link in bio. And then the following week, I'm pretty certain Brian might be out of town. But if he is, I'll still host a live order poll. I'll do one on my own. Whether we set up a tripod or get somebody else to run around with me. So congrats again. Thank you. I know, exciting time. So we're either going to go into the weekend, with a really positive attitude, or, hopefully nothing jumps out at us and any unexpected situations arise. But we're thrilled. So keep in mind, we're not going to hold any orders for the live order polling video until probably, let me see here. Let me get my calendar up. Yeah, we probably won't start holding orders till like Saturday, June 7th. Saturday, June 7th will be, I think, the date that we'll start holding orders again. So if you place an order and it has to be pulled on TikTok, we're just going to be shipping it out. So wait until that June 7th date if you want us to hold your orders. Inktover says, don't tell people you'll be on your own. Everyone will order washi tape. That honestly sounds like a nightmare. It really does. It sounds like something that would cause me to cancel the live stream, to be quite honest. I did not approve PTO for Brian, neither did I, so I guess, who knows. Don't know why that guy thinks he can take time off, but it is what it is. I'm taking 1 day off for personal things on Friday. He's taking a whole week off. I guess that's the president to vice president ratio, Every 1 day he gets 5. It's crazy. But how we doing? How we all doing? It's nice to have you all in here. I see we've got almost 30 people. Super exciting. It feels good to be back doing these bi-weekly Hollywood Hours. Again, if you're new here, this is just my place to interact with you guys. It's a live feed, so you never know what you're gonna find. The topics will vary. We're gonna get more into some of the art and like product-based Hollywood Hours in the near future. But there's just been so much happening with the renovations. The summer is here. The fall, we have a lot of events approaching. The Chicago Pen Show just happened. So I didn't really have much time to do a full layout like ink mixing, etc. But we're going to work on taking polls in our Discord again to see what kind of content you guys want for the Hollywood Hour. Scott, what's up? How we doing? Mama Nita, Asta Pasta. Are all the renovations complete? Yes, except the west wall. We're tearing down all of the shelves, all of the displays. So we're going to be putting up brand new notebook displays. So that's really it. That's all that's left. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much there. So Scott says, great to join live on my lunch hour in SoCal. Well, nice to have you here. All right, so first thing I wanted to do before I start fielding questions, I mean, I guess you could ask questions anytime you want because this is an AMA. I wanted to talk about the events that we just listed. If you're, again, in Discord, I've been teasing these events for a while, but we did officially update our event page on our website. So let me get that going real quick. So over here, you'll see that we've got quite a few things set up. You go over here to atlasstationers.com, our store, and then events. Look, by the way, look at this really nice setup. Look at these sick photos. You know, I always got to shout out the team. Shout out the team for these sweet photos. We got some new arrivals that we're currently photographing, like these cases right here. Aren't these sweet? Oh, there she is, the Delta Silica. Sheesh. We had a pit stop and look at this real quick. Sheesh. Uh-oh, hold on. I just closed my YouTube control panel. Hold on. Uh-oh. It's okay. I'll field comments. I have my backup. I accidentally closed it. I got my backup right here. Look at all these comments. All right, so let me see if I can actually sign in here real quick. Did I get it right? Am I back? Select stream. All right, we're back. We're back. Docs. Let's see. Chat. There we go. You guys, I just can't believe how tech savvy I am. Hold on, I'm doing some back end stuff. Look at those sweet new products. I'm purposely delaying this so you can go shop our wonderful website. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, by the way, the new Summer Spritz Euphoria is in. Look at that. Guys, guys, guys. I mean, isn't that pretty? This one slaps. Like, this is a saucy pen. And our photography just straight up flags. No doubt. What else we got over here? What else? New Leuchtturm Driftagogo pencils. Then we've got the new Birchwood. These just came in. New Birchwood Pilot VPs. Look at these Tashas, you guys. People don't know this, but we actually have one of the largest Tasha collections in the Empress in the Miyabi series. And there's usually only 20 of these made per collection. So we normally get 1 to 2 of them. So it's very rare, very rare. But these are just so pretty. They go quick, and once they sell, they're done. Like, look at these new ones we're trying out. This is the 36 red, the Wajima. Guys, guys, guys. That's hot. That's hot. The silica is beautiful. Hiya, Hollywood. What's up, Rachel? Your website is one of my favorites. Thanks, Serge. Kaz says, good evening from London. How's the pup? My dog wants to know. Hey, if you're talking to me, Winnie's a troublemaker, but Winnie's doing good. Winnie's chilling. Wendy's chilling. Wendy, what's up? Nikki says, is the silica transparent-ish? Like, could you see the ink in it? Not really, no. Let me see if I can pull it back up for you. Like, you can see the mechanism a little bit, the darker areas. I don't really think you're going to be able to see much ink, though. So it's not as transparent as I think one would hope if you're asking if it's transparent, unless you don't like seeing the stuff on the inside. I'm hoping to come visit Atlas second weekend in June. Never been to Chicago before. Very excited. Well, Heather, we're super happy to have you visit. Tasha's are pretty. I wish I could get one. When can I get a Twisby matcha if I pre-order? They start shipping on Friday, I'm pretty sure. So pre-orders opened. Well, actually, we might have the info on here. Yeah, pre-orders just opened. Oh, wait, ship date's today. So we're starting to ship them today. Yeah, my team absolutely loves matcha, and so they've been hounding me to get some matcha K-Cups, because we do a bunch of K-Cups on each floor. And I was like, I don't know if the K-Cups for matcha tea would be good, but they're supposed to be doing today. So we'll try it out, and we'll get back to you. You know, I love matcha, but, you know, it's an art. Matcha latte is an art. Good afternoon from Phoenix. Michael, what's up? Yeah, this is cool. This one's cool. Look at all these different colors right here. So you guys want to know something? We're pretty quick to move on from inventory. Like, you know, when a new color comes out, we try to, you know, maybe move on from one that's not selling as well, because we can't stock everything, right? And then we also, you know, we have our last chance page for items that we're just moving on from. Twisby, the Eco model in particular, this in the Sailor like 1911 and the Pro Gear, you could tell every single one of these colors sells so well. And the reason you could tell that the pen is super popular is because we choose to keep all of these colors in stock because they sell so well. So, point being is when you see a lot of swatches like this, it usually means we haven't really discontinued many of the colors because it's still doing well. So it's pretty cool. Like, let's see, what's this one? Saffron. Ooh, ah. Black with rose gold. Ooh, ah. Matcha. All right. Anyways, let's get away from this detour. What I wanted to show you was the events page. So, we've added a couple of events that you probably don't know about. One, we are getting the Kaweco DIY machine June 13th. From June 13th to June 21st, we are going to be getting that Kaweco DIY machine. And if you were here last year during it, we did the berry color. You set up your own Kaweco, the finial, the cap, the inner cap, and you get to press down the machines. You also get to put the nib and press it into the grip section. And it was so popular. So this particular colorway, which is this nice green, you can only get in store by doing the DIY process. So it's super fun. Build your own Kaweco Sport. Exclusive color, only available at the event. Yeah, look at this awesome description of the event. Brian snapped with the description. Look at this. 2 bullet points explaining everything. Let's give that guy a round of applause for his hard work. Let's give El Prezi a round of applause for setting this one up. He even used an emoji. Like, that's awesome. He even used the sparkle emoji. Sparkle emoji is like my 3rd used emoji, personally and in business. But look at this iconic description. At this exclusive event, you'll have the chance to assemble your own custom Kaweco Sport pen. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, this is your opportunity to explore the iconic German brand in a whole new way. What to expect? Build your own Kaweco Sport pen station. Exclusive color, only available at the event. Yeah, I love all that space between the bullet points so they stand out even more. Yeah, I don't know if he was going to add more bullet points or if this is kind of just it, but you got to love it. You got to love it. So, shout outs Al Prezi. I'm just giving him a hard time. But yeah, it's pretty dope. We do have last year's video of the station, the DIY station, on our profile. Just Atlas Stationers on TikTok or Instagram. Scroll down and find it. You'll be able to see it. Or just type in Atlas Stationers Kaweco DIY and it might pop up. I think we almost went viral with that video. It got like 100K views or something. So, Scott says, I'm on the hunt for ink swatch templates or stamps. Any suggestions? Yeah, we do have our swatch cards, the Atlas Wearing Goal, but we did also get these, I don't know if is it the Midori stamps? We got a whole bunch of stamps in. Yeah, all of this stuff. But this is like templates for actually stamping stuff. You know, like this one is like the phrase of the day. Keep track of the time. Stationery. Bear? What's that? Okay. That's cute. So you stamp it and then you can color it. That's cute. There actually was a paintable one. I think this one. I think this is the one kind of for that. To-do list. Clock. My favorite. Wreath. Going out. Let's see what that one is. Hey, this is pretty cool. You can recap wherever you went in your diary, or you can put this in the page or on the page before you go out. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of these kind of things. Okay, well, back to the topic. So that's the Kaweco DIY event. Everyone should tag Presidente El Prezi in the Discord and just say, amazing job setting up that Kaweco event on our website. You should just say, great job on the description. All right, moving on. We have a double event, but I'll explain them individually. So this one's like mid-June. This one is mid-July. We are honored to be a part of the Travelers Stamp Caravan event this year. Basically, they pick out retailers and then they dedicate a certain time frame where they ship out the Travelers Caravan stamps, so then you can come in and get the exclusive stamp for the event. So from July 17th, this guy is so precise. Like this guy he summarizes the event in like one sentence, 2 sentences. You guys know when it's my stuff because I write like paragraphs. He's concise. Atlas will have the Travelers Caravan stamps at a retail store for you to customize your setup. Stop by, try out Travelers products, and meet other aficionados. So we got that right there. I also think I kind of have a, let's see. I think I have a, yeah. So on Discord, you can also RSVP if you want like an alarm. Can you do that on our website? Oh yeah, you can add to calendar. That's cool. I don't know what that does, but I don't want to risk pulling up my busy calendar on stream, you know what I mean? But yeah, also on Discord you can RSVP. Oh my gosh, 223 of you are already signed up for the EXP sale. We might eclipse 300 on that. That's low-key crazy. That's crazy, you guys. So we got this going on, and then simultaneously we will also have Clarissa with Leonardo at our shop. And Clarissa, as many of you know, is always so much fun. So Clarissa will be here July 18th and 19th, which is a Friday and Saturday. So they're going to overlap for 2 days, the event, the Caravan event from Travelers Company and the Leonardo Takeover. So we'll give Clarissa a really nice spot in the shop to set up a ton of Leonardo pens, so then you can go stamp your Traveler's notebook and then you can come hang out with Clarissa. So isn't that fun? Clarissa with Leonardo pens will be displaying a large assortment of Leonardo fine writing instruments on July 18th and 19th. Stop by to meet her and shop this wonderful line. Rumor has it there may even be some exclusive or special editions available. So we were trying to get Leonardo to come to our sidewalk sale, but their schedules were pretty booked in August. So we were able to find a date in July to get her out here because she always has a big draw. Always has a big draw. But yeah, those are the events we've got coming up. Make sure you mark it in your calendars. We'd love to see you here. If you can't make either of them in store, you know, we do our best to make good content so you can, you know, participate online. What's up, Hollywood? My Delta Neo Gallery just delivered an hour ago, and she's a beaut. We'll definitely order another Delta from you guys. Thank you. Rugby, thank you. Enjoy. If we can't get there in person, will you have a DIY for us? It is in person only. There's pretty strict rules about it. You can't sell it online or anything. What's the cost for the color? I think they're like $30 for the DIY. Let me make sure. I think I may know when my next trip to Atlas will be. Very nice. I love how the space between the bullet points. Yeah, that's hilarious. Hey Liz, what's poppin'? David says, you know Brian will probably hear about this and make me want to add something super extra to my next life poll to get back at you sassing him. Hey, well, his descriptions are just amazing of these events. When will you be getting the Baynou Euphoria White Beach? That I don't know. Let me see if we got it under coming soon. If you guys are ever looking for something, we're pretty good with our coming soon page, and we try to put dates. So we're usually pretty good. I guess not in this case. I'm not sure. I'm not certain when they drop. But a lot of people are already signed up. This looks like it's going to be crazy, this Pelican. Yeah, this one looks crazy. Look at that. That's a beast of a pen. That's a nice pen. What else is coming soon? Wow, look at all these Baynous. Wow. 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 Are we going to be able to pre-order the Pelican 815? I think so. We just need to know our allocation and a more firm timeline. Do we need appointments for the DIY Kaweco? No, you will not need appointments. We'll have an ongoing list. So right when we open, we'll have a sign-up list, and then you put your name down to hold your spot. Quick to the point, no frills, at least for Presidente. I know, he's with it. He's with it. So excited for that one. My Nexi box from last time was fire. Love that you're doing that for Leonardo. Love their pens. Pretty sure White Beat launches early July. That sounds right. From what I remember from Baynou's announcement. I think that's right. Well, anyways, okay, outside of those events, obviously the big one is our sidewalk sale. You guys, Brian and I have just started really planning this, and I've been meeting with our content team, and we've got so much content to put out there to promote. We're so excited. But as you guys know, this is our biggest event of the year. We have so many insane brands coming. We even have a room block. I guess we got to update that. But we got the link for the room block that we'll update the event page with. And we just secured some really nice discounted parking at the parking garage next door. So we've got like a parking block there with the code. We'll get all of that situated, posted here on this event page, and then you can start planning your trip because it's in a little over 2 months, like 2.5 months, you guys. Biggest outdoor pen event of the year, over 35 vendors. Gonna be off the chain. Off the chain. All right, whew. That's what I got for announcements. Are we ready to start asking questions? You can ask me questions about anything you want. Anything you want, I am here to answer until we don't have any more questions. So now is the time, ask away. Any info on the pre-order for Coffee Monster Co. SD when they'll be in? Sorry if you answered already. So we did just get a large shipment in, and we got the shipment in this morning, and we already got them out. So we were able to fulfill a huge chunk of pre-orders. We were told that we're supposed to have the remaining allocation. We're supposed to be by end of May, but I'm thinking it's due in next week would be my guess. So we're close. We've been getting them in batches. So I appreciate your patience. Keep in mind, we literally had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pre-orders within like the first few minutes of us opening it up to pre-orders. So we've been receiving shipments in, and then we've been satisfying pre-orders in the order that they came in. So we're getting close, you guys. We're getting close. Meaning of life, to spend all your money at Atlas Stationers. Hey, you might lose your family. You might not have money to eat or feed your children, but at least you'll have a lot of pens. So meaning of life, giving me your money. With a nickname like Polar Bear, have you guys thought of teaming up with White Bear Pens? Her stuff is so cute. When I was doing my walk around at the Chicago Pen Show, I looked at their table. I didn't really get a chance to introduce ourselves, but the name did stand out. So that would be super fun, a cool little Polar Bear exclusive collaboration. So I'll have to look into it more and reach out to them and see if we can make some magic happen. But yeah, from what I've heard, they've got some cool stuff. I've been seeing some stuff on like the internet forums and whatnot. So really great question. Liz P says, I want to say thanks for that crazy Pelican sale. I'm loving my 805. Yeah, you guys cleared us out. We actually don't have really any left. So there's a huge shipment due in soon, a massive shipment. I can't say if it's going to be as crazy of a deal, but we have a really nice restock order coming in. Vanessa asks, will the Leonardo Ferrari collection be available during that Leonardo takeover? Yeah, so Leonardo, we typically upload like our coming soon, and let me see which one you're talking about. I don't even know if we have it on here. Usually like a few weeks before we get it. So if you don't see it on coming soon, look at all these Delta Dunas coming in soon. Whoa, what the heck is that? Wow. That's dope. Point is, if you see it on coming soon, that usually means it's a couple weeks out. So I don't know if we'll have those in time, but Leonardo is working hard to ship us a ton of product. One, to satisfy our daily operations and our needs for our daily customers, but also for the event. So I'd say there's a good chance. Do you know if you are going to do the sidewalk sale next year? Yes, we are. It's always going to be the third Thursday and Friday unless we make a change to it. So next year's events would theoretically be, the dates would be the same thing. Well, next year's actually odd because Saturday, the first day of August is Saturday the 1st. So it'd either be the 13th and 14th or 20th and 21st. I wouldn't know. Normally we announce the dates like February. So in February of 2026 is when we kind of start really planning out. Great question. David asks, do you know if Pelican will have a special M205 or M200 color of the year? Any idea what the color of the year will be? And any idea when the color of the year ink will be on sale? I thought we had it posted. I know it. I remember seeing it, but I don't know if I'm supposed to share it or not. So I got this red marble coming out, which is sick. This is not the color of the year though, but this one's dope. This one's nice, very nice. Oh, it's apricot. There you go. I can say it. It's this. So this is the color of the year, and yes, there's always a corresponding pen that comes out. Usually it's like in the fall though. I want to say like August, September. Ink's probably gonna launch in the next few weeks, I'd guess. So yeah. I've been eyeing the Leonardo Ferrari Ginger for a long time, or for months. Yeah, Leonardo's always dope. Will you be able to do a washi tape sticker collaboration with Coffee Monsters? So we did just figure out our opening order for their products, one step at a time. They're super busy. They are super busy. So one step at a time. Maybe in the near future we would love to work more closely. The matching 200 is usually released in the fall. Yeah. I like the Waldman Leopard. Me too. That's a cool one. Waldman's like super underrated. I received some free Coracrea stickers in my last order. I'm not sure how to use it. It does not have any sticky section. I'm wondering if those are like the press-on stickers. Is it like the rodeo, the Wild West stickers? Asa says, any idea when you will get Endless Alchemy, Mocha Mousse, and Poseidon's Reefings? I do not. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I'm wondering what is up with the Pelican Hub this year. I don't know. I haven't heard any info yet. Normally they reach out in July, or maybe the deadline to sign up is July, or maybe they just reach out in July. Yeah. Has anyone tried Colotino's? Thoughts? I'm seeing mixed reviews on YouTube, some complaints about the grip section. Colotino, the Tino collection, has gotten a really good response so far from our customer base. And they did a great job at the Chicago Pen Show. So yeah, just if you don't like pocket pens, probably not for you. But if you like pocket pens, really cool stuff. I love that the Chicago sticker, Coffee Monster Co. literally has Atlas on the sticker along with the bean. It's like Atlas Stationers is as important as the bean sculpture. Of course, we're in good company. We're in good company. Yeah, it was so funny because when we met with Helen, they gave me a sticker, just like some samples and like some stuff to look over. And yeah, the Chicago one had Atlas on it. And I was like mind blown because I think she had designed it, you know, before we had first met. So I was like, what an honor. What an honor. I bought the Colatino at the Chicago Pen Show and I like it. I got the wasabi color. Very nice. Will Dominant Industry restock soon? We're a few weeks out from a Dominant Industry restock. That stuff's a little more challenging to get frequently because we import it directly. So think less orders, big shipments though. Less frequency, bigger quantities. They're transfer stickers, so place a sticker right side up where you want it and use a popsicle stick or a card to rub over the plastic and transfer it to the page. There you go. By Bella B in the house. I have the Cora Craft Wild West sticker roll. They do have sticky backings. It's just super hard to separate. Yeah, so that's the roll. We're talking about the individual sheet, which I guess we've determined are transfer stickers. Just a unique way to put them on. Helen is so sweet. Can't believe she thought the SD in collection wouldn't do well, and now they can't keep up. Yes, that did it. That blew out all expectations out of the water. Like that was a crazy release, and I think now for next time with whatever Helen wants to do in terms of collaboration, I think they have a good idea on how to forecast now. More Tasha pens, please. Tanya made everyone buy it out. Tasha Cha. Is that an ink? KWZ restock coming soon. I want to try some polishing. Same thing. We import that directly. A little bit more challenging for us to get. Yeah. Check these out. We got some of the Colorverse swatches up here. Cornfield. Wait, let me switch this. Cornfield. Bridgerton Bridge. Leaf Peeping. Rose Festival. The Great Salt Lake. Columbus Green. I think these are like the last of the state inks, or maybe we're on like 30 through 40. Diamond Mine. Dark Skies of Black Mesa. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Loving the new Colorverse state colors. Yeah, let me show you some of the packaging here. Cornfield could have fit for Illinois as well as Iowa. But yeah, what else we got over here? No way. Look at this. Look at this. That's crazy. My dog wants you to tell your dog that she said hi and you should have her on one of your Hollywood hours. That's a great idea. Well, tell your dog that I will tell my dog, who I'm going to assume wants to tell your dog hello, and that you should give them lots of treats. I love that idea. The world could use more Winnie. Should I open this? All of your questions outside of the one, what is the meaning of life question, have been product based. Any idea when the Colorverse Color Event opens for pre-order? Usually September, October. Winnie paw print art? That'd be crazy. Should I open this? I've showed you guys a few times. Should I add to it? Yo, did you guys see our Instagram story yesterday? I drew a postcard, and I actually have it, so it's on my desk. So I'm gonna go get it in a second. But I only draw like one postcard every like probably 3-4 months. Outside of the ones we do for TikTok, like if you have me draw something, even then it's like less than 10 a year. And I'm gonna give it to the shipping team to throw in a random order. So whoever gets that card, it's legit like 1 in tens of thousands. I really liked your postcard. Give me 1 second. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Entertain each other. I'm not throwing on an intermission screen, so entertain each other. Stay smooth like butter, baby. Stay smooth like butter. I don't know why I drew those blue dots. I just wanted to use one of the Kiritaki dot markers, so I low-key feel like it kind of ruined it. Tell Alvin that I like the little collection of nib drawings I'm building up from the other postcards. Yeah. Yeah, so whoever gets this card, I don't know who's going to get it, but they probably don't even follow us. Maybe they do. I don't know. But yeah, this is rare. This is pretty rare. It's a blue glass butter dish. That sounds about right. Low key, I was trying to create water waves, like stay smooth, stay wavy. But yeah, I don't know what I was doing. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. One lucky person's gonna get that. One retailer has color event for pre-order. Won't mention name here. Yeah, so I will tell you, I have no idea who that is, but we don't want to sit on money, people's money, for like a year. So yeah, we'll of course we'll have pre-orders eventually, but it's got to be way closer to the release date. We just don't want to sit on people's money for months and months and months. So, but yeah. Some people, maybe they know their allocation, or they have an expectation of what they want, etc. Okay, let's go through this book real quick, and then we're gonna get going. This is your final chance to ask questions. This is Hollywood. This was me drawing myself, accurate representation. Look how swole I am. This one I drew for somebody told me to draw something crazy. Trogdor the Burninator. I remember I had to look that one up. I didn't even know what that meant. It's so goofy. This one, probably like the best drawing. This one's probably the best drawing. This one is my favorite. This next one, I ended up drawing Brian. This one, gas. That's Brian. That is a masterpiece. How excited are you about the house closing? I'm geeking. Wifey and I we're stoked. Hopefully everything goes smooth, and then we'll be all set. Things will be moving forward. It's like one of those things where you plan, and then it's a pretty competitive housing market right now. At least we're in the areas we're looking at. And then we looked for a couple months and put some offers in, got outbid, and it's like we found one that we loved, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like there's a chance this is our home. And then you got to wait another 30 to 60 days to close. And so it's pretty surreal. It's surreal that it's happening. So how's baseball going? Have you used the purple bat yet? Yes, I went 0 for 3 with it. I used it on Sunday, 0 for 3. A pitcher rang me up, backwards K, but it was a ball. It was such a bad pitch. The ump was just not on it. Yeah, I almost drew a line, actually. I was so close to drawing a line, but you get automatically ejected if you do that. You draw a line in the dirt. But I had some sick plays at third. So I play third or shortstop, or I pitch. But I basically, in a league like this, most of the plays in the infield go to the left side because you have right-handed hitters. And I low-key made a sick diving play. Line drive, dove for it, caught it over the foul line, and it was cool. Glory days. But then I strained my side right here because they don't teach you that. As you get older, you don't move as well. But it was sick. But yeah, I popped out to the outfield, I grounded out to third, and then I struck out, and then I got walked. So, blame the bat. You blame the bat, the tools. You don't blame the player unless you are doing really well. Then you say it's the player, right? It's not the tools. I'm just goated. You know what I mean? So, gotta have a beefy arm. Yep. That drawing was accurate. Pikachu, spitting image of Brian. I know that one's great. How excited are you to pack and move? To be quite honest with you, Stacy, we don't have much stuff. We moved out of the West Loop from a really small apartment, like a 600 square foot apartment. I guess it's relative, but it's pretty small. That's pretty small. 1 bedroom. It wasn't that big, at least for us. I know it's relative, I guess, but yeah. Honestly, when we moved, all that stuff we purchased for that apartment, we purchased anticipating only living there for 1 year. And so we ended up living there for 3 years, but I'm talking like, you know, $100 Amazon couch that ships to you in a box. You know, imagine a couch in a box. The couch was actually dope. I'm not going to lie, crazy deal. But point is, we weren't super attached to our furniture and stuff. And like, I use Facebook Marketplace a lot. So like, I found some cool nightstands for like $20, and I know it all adds up. But point is, we wanted to kind of have a clean slate. So we have to actually furnish pretty much the entire house. So we're going to go look around this weekend. First objective is to paint. You know, paint the house inside and outside, whatever colors we want. But I'm thrilled. We don't have much to move. Like, I won't need a U-Haul, just a few trips with a pickup truck and a van. So, and then when we get furniture, you bet we're having all that delivered. So, house hunting is a nightmare. At least it was for me 8 years ago. Yeah, it's a lot of ups and downs. Can I see the tinted blue waters? The tinted blue waters. Is that this? Is that this? What are you referring to? It's going to be fun, fresh start? Yeah, we're excited. So Winnie's super excited because there's some parks nearby and it's going to be a lot of fun. And actually, so Winnie has a sister named Chanel, and Chanel usually stays with her abuela. But her abuela, her grandmother, they're actually traveling quite a bit this summer. So Chanel, the idea is going to be living with us literally from Winnie's litter. So they're both from the same litter. And I'm Chanel's second favorite in the house. At least I'm pretty sure. But my mother-in-law is like, yeah, like, Winnie's going to be home alone while you guys are at work. So why don't you take Chanel and, you know, keep her company? And so we're going to have 2 dogs. I do want to get another puppy, though. I want to get either a giant schnauzer or a miniature schnauzer. So, but the problem is you have to, like, you got to dedicate time. Like, you got to take like 2 weeks off work because a puppy is a lot of work, you know. Sky Tinted Waters from Colorverse. Oh. Any new upcoming inks you're super excited for? I don't know. I don't really use many inks. Like, I just use my simple ones. Let's see. Waringo's been snapping. I know you picked out a Waringo ink, Squatch. That one's fire, but I don't know. I'm hoping for a Pelican Edelstein restock. I'm hoping for that because all those inks have been backordered for a long time, and I'm a huge Edelstein fan. I am excited for the Pilot mini bottles, though. They're actually doing smaller bottles. I think those will go crazy. Is the Dominant Industry swatch books going to be restocked? Yep, we're hoping to. All of that stuff's on order. I'm hoping to bring my pups to the sale in August. Rexland gets picked up the week before. Nice. Very nice. Do I have a favorite ink? Pelican, Edelstein Tanzanite, and Dominant Industry Autumn Forest. This is Tanya and Wava. It's a pretty good drawing, huh? Pretty good. Crazy we were talking about Winnie. This is Winnie. This is a bad drawing. This is a bad drawing. So bad that it's good. Sky Tinted Waters from Colorverse. I'm not sure which one that is, so I wouldn't know. This is a leprechaun. Looks just like her. Draw a Yorkie. All right, I'll draw a Yorkie real quick. I got like 5 more minutes, so last round of questions. I'll use maybe purple. Puppies are too much work. I think that's why my dog thinks she is human, because I raised her like a human. Wish I could claim her on my tax return like a human. Hey, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Leprechaun looks pretty legit. I gotta be honest, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Sky tinted waters of the Minnesota state. Oh, well, shows you how much I'm paying attention. I don't even think we have that here. Yeah, I don't think we have that one here. Is Winnie short for something, or is she named after Winnie the Pooh? Named after Winnie the Pooh. She's gold. Let me see if I can find a photo. That's her. That's my baby girl. Little sweetheart. She's almost 8 now. She's almost 8. Here's when she was getting a haircut from her mother. Look at that beard. This is when we celebrated her birthday, and I gave her a mohawk haircut. Yeah, she's got dark eyes and almost like eyeliner. Yeah, I can't even believe she's real. Does she have a chicken on her head? Yes, she did. She did. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a little sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Last photo I'll show. Here's her as a puppy at PetSmart. What breed is Winnie? Schnauzer Terrier. Schnauzer Terrier. Yeah, she's a little baby. I literally just saw out loud my quiet office. She's adorable. Good at zoomies. Yeah. Oh, I give her the zoomies every day. Right when I come home from work, I just immediately... Like, she'll run up to me for like 5 minutes, and then what I do is I go, zzz, and I shake her, and then I charge her up. So, cause she knows when I charge her up, I'm like, ooh. Then I go book it down the yard, and she chases, and then she goes like, you know how it is with the zoomies. But I try to get her the zoomies every day. Bella says we don't have that one in our ink closet. Maybe it's not out yet, or maybe we just didn't swatch it. All right, let me draw a Yorkie, then we're gonna end it here. Alrighty, here it is. There's the Yorkie. That was probably only about 20 seconds, so let's talk about speed drawing. That's it. Who does she prefer, wifey or you, or both? So I think she uses me to play with her all the time, and like when we're like up and out, like she'll hang out with me. But then at the end of the night, guess who she cuddles with? Guess who she goes and sleeps next to? What is my preference, Tien or Plotter? I have both. I think they're both two very different things. I would say if you're looking for something a little more simple, Travelers. If you're looking for something more customizable, Plotter. think that both are really high quality products. Just also depends on how much you want to spend. So, all right, you guys, I think that's going to do it though. This has been so much fun. Really appreciate the love. Reminder, next live video will be on Friday, June 6th to 12 p.m. No, 12 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube. We're going to live stream the EXP sale. Then if you want to participate in the sale, it's a big month of stuff, guys. Like, it's like 5 or 6 weeks of stuff because I had to push it back 1 week. But we'll have the lineup be posted like next Thursday, and we'll start leaking some of the product. And then, yeah, you guys, join the Discord, follow us, subscribe. I always see people like, oh, 60% of the view who watch this video aren't subscribed to us. Don't make me track you down. Just subscribe. We're trying to grow the YouTube channel. We're trying to provide some high-quality entertainment, and, yeah, we appreciate you being here. All right, you guys, thank you for sharing Winnie picks. Hey, my pleasure. It's my baby. Happy to do it. Thank you for tuning in. You guys know the drill. Stay smooth. Peace.